Hello Lucas Nation fans, welcome back to the YouTube channel of K.L.P Entertainment, and welcome back y'all to The Late Show with your host K.L.P Kennedy Lucas. Thank you. So welcome back to the show y'all. I know it's been quite a long time since I've done something like this, and a very long time, but we are back y'all here on the YouTube of K.L.P Entertainment, The Late Show with your host K.L.P Kennedy Lucas. Welcome back. I wanted to formally thank everyone who listened to the hit album Swanky. Yeah, so we've launched Swanky. Good views. We're still waiting to grow more views for watching and listening to us, listening to my music, and I really do appreciate that because not every day that people make music and they're doing creative stuff. So I want to thank you guys personally on the show. I know my journey working on this. The album has been crazy. It's been 5 months in the making. You guys follow my Instagram account. You guys seen how I was making the music. So I just want to thank you guys personally for that. I really do appreciate that simply because, you know, this was something that I wanted to do. My rapping got a little bit better. My lyrics have gotten a little bit better. My beats have gotten a little bit better since the Red Values and Poetic Soul. So I'm so stoked that you guys were able to listen to me and you guys listen to what we can do for the entertainment space. And I'm just really happy that you guys stay tuned for that and listen to it. And of course, stay tuned for what we launched a couple of weeks ago. Swanky Radio has been released. Of course, you guys can go check that out. Check it out. You can get it on your app on your phone, Apple and Android. That way you can listen to K.L.P in the morning. You can listen to the Swanky album and listen to different podcasts all over the world brought to you by Swanky Radio. So I'm really happy to be doing that too. So I just wanted to thank you guys personally on the show. Before we get into our fun stuff, just want to say you guys, thank you. So again, we're going to get on to the fun stuff, y'all. The whole purpose of the show, of course, The Late Show with K.L.P, we wanted to bring back the show. I know I haven't been in front of the camera for a while, but I am back officially in front of the camera, of course. We've got a lot of things going up, y'all. We've got, we're filming a new movie, as you guys seen it on my Instagram and Twitter, Regain Freedom. We're in production of that movie right now. It's a 2-hour film that we're making, so I'm so excited to share more with you guys on that a little bit later down the road. We are still in the pre-production phase right now, so I can't really give you too much information about the film, but it's going to be really good. It's going to be coming out next summer 2019. It's going to be a huge 2-hour blockbuster from K.L.P Entertainment and Host Stream Studios. So I'm really stoked about that. So hopefully you guys are, you know, gearing up. You guys are ready for that movie. Now, speaking of movies, now I am going to talk about this certain movie here today, and I'm gonna talk about it here on the show. I know I do the Lucas review, and I'm gonna go more in depth of this movie on the Lucas review. But I wanted to talk about the new Spider-Man Into the Webverse movie. Thank you. So real quick, I want to talk to you guys, the fans, on today's show about it. The hit movie Spider-Man Into the Webverse is such a good movie. I really do like the animation style of the movie. It was very action-packed. It was very thrilling a little bit, and a little bit emotional when it came to family. So you guys know the new Spider-Man animated movie is featuring the story of Miles Morales. Now, Miles Morales is the next Spider-Man into the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and of course he's going out and he's discovering himself, and he becomes the next Spider-Man. So of course you're having Kingpin and all different villains that's in the movie that's going to kind of push him to be the next Spider-Man. Of course, Kingpin kills the current Spider-Man, of course, and then they pulled another Spider-Man from a different dimension that comes into the Miles Morales and the current Peter Parker universe. By Kingpin, he's developing a machine to alter dimensions for his own will. Of course, it didn't turn out right. Of course, so they pulled another Spider-Man that is a little bit bigger, a little bit fatter, and then they become out there, and then you have different Spider-Mans and Spider-Woman from different dimensions to come in, and they, form a team. Of course, it's really story-driven. It's about, Miles Morales wanting to kind of change his life up a little bit, and he wants to try to figure things out, try to find different elements to kind of grow out there. He, misses his old school. He loves his uncle, which his uncle turns out to be one of the villains in the movie. Again, spoiler alert for all the fans out there. If you haven't seen the movie yet, please don't watch this show. Go see the movie first because I'm going to spoil it for you. The uncle ended up becoming the one of the villains, and Miles Morales didn't know about it at the beginning of the movie, but then towards the end, there was a scene where he goes into his Uncle Aaron's apartment, and he's snooping around, and then the villain with the mask comes on, and then he's looking, he takes the mask off, turns out it's Uncle Aaron. So that was I saw that coming when I was in theaters. I went to theaters to go see it. This was the day after it came out. So it came out December 14th, and I saw it December 15th. I want to believe I saw it. Saw that movie in theaters right after the premiere of it. And I knew it. I knew, Uncle Aaron is one of the bad guys, or if not the bad guy in this movie. So the antagonist. So the antagonist ended up being Kingpin, of course, but I knew Uncle Aaron was a villain. He was one of the villains. So just to see that it got revealed in the movie, it was just like, yep, I knew it. I knew it. So again, they still going on forward with the movie. It was just very cool to see the different colors and different animation styles. We didn't see it in 3D because 3D kind of hurts my eyes a little bit because I have stigmatism in my left eye. And for all you Lucas Station fans that didn't know that, I do have stigmatism in my left eye, so it's hard for me to see things in 3D without having a headache. So we ended up seeing the regular version, me and my brother did. So there's a lot of people there in the theaters too. Again, that movie was really, really good. The animation style was just really amazing. I really liked how they did it. The whole comic book style, you can't go wrong with the whole comic book style of it looking like that. It just looked really, really nice. So I appreciate films like that, because films like that, they're growing up and they're really doing their thing. So I'm very, very interested to see more about about Miles Morales into the second one, because there probably will be a second one. I can't wait to see the next Spider-Man game for PS4 that comes out, and they're going to incorporate more of Miles Morales. So I'm very, very review of that movie. Please go out and see it, y'all. It's just going to be a fantastic movie to go see. Now, more of Hulu kind of streaming news, y'all, for Late Show with K.L.P. Of course, we've got word about this a couple of days ago, and we've been thinking about it, and we said, why don't we talk about it on today's show? So Hulu is really growing, y'all. It's a good time to get Hulu. The way I have Hulu for our business is, for Swanky Radio, we do have the $5 Spotify Hulu kind of deal, so that way we're paying $5 for the company, and we're having Hulu and Spotify. So this is more of anime news. So I'm a huge anime fan. A lot of people don't know about this by me already, but if you don't know, I'm a huge anime fan. So it's exciting news that Funimation has really partnered up with Hulu, and they're going to be bringing their own catalog from Funimation over to Hulu for streaming content. This is a really, really, really good idea for Funimation. To be honest with you, I go out and find sites to go watch anime simply because Funimation is a good thing. I just think their value is a little bit overpriced for what it is. You have to pay around, I believe, $10 a month to get the Funimation subscription. I think that's a bit of a ripoff for what the catalog is. Funimation doesn't have a lot of my type of animes on the site. Of course, they got their average Naruto, Bleach, One Piece, and I wouldn't say this about average. I love Dragon Ball Z, but they have Dragon Ball Z. But that's it. That's all they have on their site. So for streaming anime, I prefer more anime out there that people are just not hearing about, not the mainstream anime. Not to say that Naruto and One Piece and Bleach and Dragon Ball Z is not good. Those are all good animes. It's just they're just so mainstream. I like the non-mainstream anime where we could really get into it and we can talk about it on the show. So again, we got word that Funimation will be naming their catalog to Hulu. They are working on an exclusive partnership so that way Hulu's anime catalog can be on the Hulu subscription. My only concern is I hope they're not like Starz or HBO where you have to pay a little bit more for your Hulu subscriptions to get that kind of thing. I think if they just incorporated that, Hulu and Funimation both will have more businesses and more people will go out and sign for it. I don't think they should say, yeah, and also add Funimation catalog for $5 more. That's not the whole point in consumer base. Consumers want to spend less for something they want. That's just what we are. I'm just throwing a little business facts for you guys out there. But as a business, consumers want to spend less to get more of the things they want. So if you're going to charge us $5 more for something, we may not do it. Some people might. We may not do it. So I really hope that they say, hey, we'll add the Funimation catalog along with Hulu's subscriptions, subscribers, so that way people can stick with their own same budget. People can manage their money rights, and then they have more for their buck. And as well, they can get a lot of more people in the door, a lot of more people signed up for Hulu. Hulu's really good. I have both. I have both Hulu and Netflix, so I can't say Hulu's better than Netflix or Netflix is better than Hulu. I personally think Hulu is a little bit better on their TV shows, and then Netflix is a little bit better in their movie catalogs. So that's just me. But I tend to have both, so I can't really decide which one is better. It's just Funimation is making a smart decision. Of course, when is this going to be developed? It's going to be developed in 2019. We got word that next year they're going to start kicking it off, and I just can't wait for it because that means more anime watching for me. More anime watching for me means more reviews on this channel, and then more reviews on the channel means more views. So I can't wait to see what they do so I can fully go in depth on anime. I know I haven't talked about anime in the Lucas Chat podcast in a while because I just haven't been seeing any great anime to just go out there and just go watch. Because Funimation, they do some really good animes. It's just I'm not gonna pay $10 a month for something for a very small catalog. That's just not how I would do it. So next, more on gaming news. Of course, the next generation of Xbox. They have the codename Anaconda. Of course, that's the next generation of Xbox. So this is really cool and interesting that gaming is evolving a little bit. Of course, we've heard that there possibly, maybe, most likely will be a PlayStation 5, and there's going to be another new Xbox. It's a smart market because they're trying to get into the phone trend. You know, phones, especially with iPhones, they're shelling out phones left and right so people can buy the next best thing. A lot of people are getting upset about it simply because, you know, we just got a PS4. We just got the Xbox One X. And now you got a whole nother new Xbox coming possibly next year. And now people have to shove that aside and score money to go buy the next generation. So I just wish they could slow it down just a little bit because I enjoyed my PS4 and my Day 1 Edition Xbox. I don't really care to get the next generation of something, even though maybe they might have a little bit more maybe a little bit more stuff, maybe more gigabytes in terms of their systems. But it's been word that Anaconda is the next code name for the Xbox, and I'm excited to see what they do. It's just that they're speaking it out really, really fast, and it's just like we just need them to have them slow down just a little bit. Let's enjoy this. We'll enjoy what we have now because there's a lot more games coming out for your Day 1 Edition Xbox and PS4. There's a ton of games that's coming out, especially January and February. You got the new Jump Force game that's coming out in February 15th. I probably will get that on day one because that is the game that most anime fans need to have. So it's just really, really exciting that they're speaking out these games, but they have to slow that down for me because I just got my PS4. I'm just now starting to learn more about the next gen consoles, and now they're speaking out the next gen consoles next year. Not saying that it probably will be next year, but you know, who knows. So that'll be it for today's show. Of course, stay tuned, y'all. We're going to be doing this all weekend long for The Late Show with K.L.P. Stay tuned for sure, and please remember to subscribe to all of my social medias, where is Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, Snapchat, Google+. Follow all of our social media accounts. It'll be listed in the description below. And of course, we do have a little thing here, a little feature that is going to be right here, or maybe right here, wherever I decide to put it. We're going to be putting up a feature video for you guys to click out and go check out, either from here at K.L.P Entertainment or other YouTube channels that I subscribe to and follow. You might be that lucky person to be featured in this video to get your word spread out on YouTube channels. So of course, it's going to be here or here. That's the new feature we're working with, to subscribe to another channel that I follow to get their fan base up. It's all about networking, guys. It's all about networking. So we'll see you guys in the next show. This has been The Late Show with your host, K.L.P. Stay swanky.